And we are live. What's up, everybody? AJ here from AJ's Collectibles. Back when our TCI, the Collector Interviews episode. This is episode 24, featuring none other than, the Poppin Couple, TPC. We got Jeff in here. Hopefully, we get AJ in here later on. She's like working right now. So hopefully, hopefully we're still doing this. She'll pass by and, hopefully we can get her on as well. And, it's a real honor, having Jeff on here, the Poppin Couple. They done amazing videos. They always do they got funny stuff going on. They do awesome mystery boxes. I had this guy. Even though I don't really talk to him, know him as much. I do consider him as a bro. He's definitely one of the coolest guys. One of the realest I ever met and seen, and just nothing but love and support for him, his channel, his videos, along with Asia, and it's all good. And would you like this December?
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
You want to say something?
Well, yeah, guys. Much love to you all. Shout out to everybody who's out there doing it. Living life under these crazy conditions. So, here my boy AJ, stay collecting. You know what I'm saying? Been long overdue, so just always here to show you love, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Now, before we start with the questions, I definitely want to say that if you're not subscribed to the Poppin Couple, if you're not following them on Instagram, their links are in the description below. So make sure you go subscribe to them and make sure you go follow them.
Love, bro. Love, love, love. Appreciate that.
Definitely, bro. All right, so before you got into collecting, before Funko, like, who were you at first?
As a collector, or you just mean overall?
Yeah, like as a collector overall, before you became like really serious with collecting, Funko, figures, statues, and whatnot.
Got you. I mean, I've been collecting since Pokemon, man. Like, honestly, like Pokemon cards was like what started it off. Trying to get the holographic Charizard, which I was fortunate enough to get. I can't tell you where it is right now, so a lot of people are gonna like flame me for it. I moved so often that things get misplaced. So hopefully it comes up and I find it. But I mean, even before that, I mean, after the form of collecting, just been a big sports guy. Play football, basketball, lacrosse. Those are my go-to sports. And shortly after that was collecting basketball cards, football cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yes.
So, little pop stacks. I forgot what they call those. Pogs. Used to collect.
Oh
those.
yeah.
Yeah, I used to get like the metal pogs and then the big tube that had the little, cardboard pogs. So
I feel that. And what about with Funko? Like, what was the biggest thing that attracted to you to buy these Funko Pops?
So an interesting story about that. So I used to go to GameStop a lot. Like back, I guess when Funko really started taking strides into stores, like I used to see them all the time at GameStops. But I never actually was like, oh, these are cool. I'll probably pick these up every so often. I see it had a bunch of characters. I was like, yeah, these would be cool to collect, but never took it seriously, ever. Then all of a sudden I see like the big blow up with them, and I was like, you know how many grails I passed on?
I feel that.
Like I'm sitting there, I'm just like, yo, I remember when that pop was on the shelf. I remember when it was on the little cardboard stack display, and I was like, I could have had that, but I never really took it seriously. I just never really cared about it. And then there you go. But I started collecting these like about 3 years ago. And I only really collect what I like. I'm not one of those, and Asia's the same way. Like, she only collect what she really, really likes. She's not a big advocate for hype, and neither am I. So as long as it's something that fits our collection, we gonna get it.
No, right. I feel that. Like when it comes to Funko, like what are some of the biggest lines that you love collecting from it?
Um, the biggest line for me, anybody who ever follows us that knows, Batman is
Batman.
where it starts for me. Like if you, I don't know if you can kind of
Oh, there you go. Yep, I can see that.
know what I'm talking about. So Batman is a huge line. I also got Naruto. I'm big on anime. Like
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, like I said, I stick to what I like. I've been getting things here and there like I don't really care for. I do, but I don't. But I don't want to be that collector that has to scale down so much of their collection just because they wanted to get something because it was hype. Like I never wanted to be that collector.
No, I mean, because I know there's some people out there that do collect for the hype, and like they just don't want to collect what they like, because there's just like, well, I don't know about this, but I'm just gonna pick it up.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, let's be honest. Pops right now are at a point where it's a living for some people.
Hmm.
Same way how sneakers was a big push. Um, I mean, pops have now become the it thing where you can sell it, flip it, and make tons of money on it. Some people aren't smart enough on how they collect. They think any pop they get, they can flip it. Um, but you know, it sucks for the average collector because it's like for somebody who wants something, like truly want it in their collection, they're not gonna be able to get it. All because we got to fight the bots. You got to fight the collectors waiting online just to get it so they can put it on Macari like 5 minutes later. So that's the only thing that sucks about it. But that's
No,
the game.
yep. I mean, it's always been like that. Like myself, I collected like 2 years ago as well, and there's been those moments for me as well where like oh damn flippers, damn bots got him first.
Yeah, yeah. It's like well, you see it in California. Like
Oh yeah.
the lines are crazy. Like I'm in New York, and it's almost impossible. Like if something is gonna hit a store, I'll guarantee you there's a line of people waiting just to go, get the latest thing that they want. And it's not even for them. I remember like recently the Bakugo pop that dropped in Hot Topic.
Oh yeah.
It was an extremely long line, and all the Hot Topics only got like maybe two or three. Some maybe the max was five, and people were buying two at a time. I'm just like, why? Like, what's the reason for it?
It's exactly because I had a friend in Texas who tried to get him a hot topic, and he told me like, no, there was a from the store in their mall, from the store to outside of the mall, like a long ass line.
Yeah, like you got to be up early. Like I work, so it's like I can't. Like I could take the day off to go get a pop if I wanted to, but is it really a necessity for me to have to take the day off just to go wait online for 4 hours to get an item? I mean, if I really want it bad enough, maybe I should do that. But I think there's a lot more important things in life to deal with than having to get up at like 6 a.m. just to wait in the store for 4 hours for something that if I can get it later on, I will. So
True. Like even when those moments that if you don't get a chance to get them, you kind of go like on eBay or something to pay a little extra for it.
yeah, I mean, I always feel like it's about timing. Timing, I think, is everything because it's like if you give yourself enough time and wait it out, you'll get it eventually. Like some of us, we want it like right then and there, and it's the collector in us that forces us to buy it just to have it sit on our shelf to look presentable.
Right.
But like even like for me, like I remember there's a couple Naruto pops I wanted, A friend of mine was going to sell it to me for a little less than the flipper price. But at the time, I had a lot of things going on, so I didn't want to spend the money at the moment. But later on, I hit him up and said, "Hey, you still got those pops? I'm willing to buy it from you." He said, "Well, the value went up. I kind of want to wait it out a little bit." So now it's just like, okay, well, keep it. Do whatever you got to do. I was fortunate enough to get them for well under retail. I mean, for around retail. So timing is everything. Like sometimes it's best to just wait it out, and if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
No, yeah, I feel on that. Like, for me, when it was STCC time, I only wanted one pop, and that was a Stanley.
Mm.
Yeah, it was the only pop I wanted. I couldn't even get it online.
Yeah, yeah, that pop was. That you talking about the recent one, right?
Yeah.
I wanted the same exact one because you know what it is. Iron Man is probably one of my favorite movies,
Mhm.
and that cameo was one of the best ones. And I sit there and I'm just like, all right, how are we gonna get this? Because Target's not always the best when it comes to in store, and online is just as worse. So, and I didn't get it either. So, but again, it's one of those like you can play the waiting game and the price will drop and eventually it'll fall into your hands. If I come across it, hopefully, and can send it your way, I'll try to make that happen.
No, yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, that's definitely how it is.
It's
Now,
tough, man.
no, yeah. I mean, I think that's the best word to describe it because as most of us, how we've been in this community for far too long, we already know how like it works and everything.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like I said. If you're collecting anything that's a fab, good luck.
Yeah.
Like, if there's some hype behind it, good luck because you're just gonna fall in that rabbit hole.
Oh yeah. No, to you, that first Funko Pop you ever bought, did you ever think today you have big room filled with everything?
Honestly, that was the goal. I don't think I expect it to be the way it is right now. To be honest with you, um, I'm so glad that as I started collecting these, I gave myself like the proper way of collecting it because I could have been like a lot of people like, oh, this is remind me of my childhood. Let me get that. Oh man, I remember watching this TV show when I was growing up. Let me get that one too. If I started doing that, oh man, like I don't even know what that would look like right now. But honestly, to be honest with you, AJ, I don't think I'd expect it to be the way it is right now because this is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, like
Yeah, it is.
there's a lot of money invested in this, and is it worth it? Absolutely, because like I said, it's not anything that I don't want. You know what I'm saying? Like it's exactly what I wanted to collect. So if it's something that I truly want, then it's worth it. I just don't want to be that person that's sitting there like, oh man, I regret buying this. I should have just, I bought it just to sell it, and now I'm stuck with it. Like I don't want to be that person.
No, yeah, I feel in that. And before I tell you this, I also want to like shout out to everyone who's watching right now. No box damage and Titus. Thank you guys for like tuning in and
Oh,
saying what's up. Appreciate you guys.
let me make sure I go on Instagram.
And like with you talking about that, have you ever downsized at that point, or you haven't yet? Like just cut a few pops out.
Um, Honestly, I haven't had to downsize. Like there's a couple of things like I know people wanted to buy. I mean, the pops that they were searching for, and I had some in my collection. I was just like, you know what? I don't necessarily need it. Like it's a great pop to have in the collection, but I don't need it. And the fact that I know somebody who needs it, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna charge you PPG price,
Mhm.
but you could have it for close to resale as possible. And I have no problem doing that. Like there's some pops that we got from mystery boxes. Like you'd probably rather do giveaways than try to sell them because sometimes it's hit or miss. Like obviously you want to make some money back to get something else that you want, but yeah, I honestly don't feel like there's not really much to downsize. Like there's certain things that Asia and I went through, which is like, we really don't need this anymore. We don't need that anymore. Right? So
All right, yeah. I feel like I mean, there's been points in my life where I think if I want to be done with Funko or just like cut down, like I don't know, I just keep going back and forth with it myself as well.
yeah, because it's like for us, like we collect a lot more than Funko now, like which is why I'm glad like we went from being called the Poppin Couple at first
Mhm.
to TPC collectors because it's like we don't want to just stick to pop because at some point it will phase out for us. Like I already start to feel that way now. Like, all right, there's that pop that I do necessarily I need it, but there's also some that's like, all right, it's cool. Like I've seen some other pops. I'm just like, I could pop, but that figure is dope for the price. Like what, $3 more than a pop? I'll spend the money on that any day. That's why like I got into like Marvel Legends, Mezco one figures. Um, yeah, I've kind of like branched out a little bit, and so did Asia. So it's like sometimes it's good to be in that realm with the fab, but then at the same time, like expand your horizon a little bit.
Right.
What
Now,
about you? It just pops that you collect, or
what'd you say? Like, with the pops,
is
I
it,
collect for you.
is it just pops you collect, or do you collect other things as
Oh
well?
no, yeah, I collect a little of everything. Pops, comics, Power Rangers, Marvel Legends, like Androids, like a little of everything.
That's dope. Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, you gotta have a good selection of things to collect. You can't just stick to just one, or else, you look at it and be like, all right, what am I gonna do now?
No, yeah, like I mean, there has been points before I started collecting everything.
Someone's here. Hold on. Hold on. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Asia.
It's
How are you?
the homie AJ collects. He's doing, a little,
Hello.
little live.
You like my new hairstyle? It's new. I'm trying something new. I had enough time to actually do my hair today.
You having fun with it?
Hi, baby.
How you doing? You wanna come back down? You ready to eat?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Okay.
Did you eat?
Not yet.
Okay, I'll wait. I'll chill here. So what's happening?
So yeah, it's just getting a little background, on
Yeah.
for electing and get just interviewing us a little bit.
Yeah. And that was gonna be my next question too. Like, before you two knew each other, started dating, like, were you guys collectors before? Just like being together.
He was actually the one that got me into pop figures.
Mhm.
But in terms of collecting, I was like collecting what girly stuff, as in like snow globes and porcelain dolls. But like I was into this. Like when he first showed it to me, I was just like, "What the heck is that?" And then I realized that they had Disney stuff, and I was just like, "I love it now."
Yeah, it was definitely one of those like, is it a regretful kind of collecting or is it just it fits?
He used to collect model cars.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
I loved that. I used to love seeing those. They look cute.
Yeah, that's another thing. I used to collect model vehicles.
So like you blame him for your addiction.
Yep. It's okay. It's all on his card. I'm good.
My damn pockets.
I'm just glad they're so deep.
Well, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Oh man. do you two see yourself collecting, for another 5 or 10 years, or maybe I don't know, you guys may stop?
Yeah. Like we're planning on when we like get an actual house, like we have to have a room as a pop room. It's not like, oh, you guys want a guest room? No, we want a pop room.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, being that we collect a lot of what we like, it makes it a lot easier to have it displayed, you know, in a room that's dedicated for collecting.
Right. Now, the room that you two are in right now, like, do you have everything in it, or do you have it like spread out around your house, apartment?
Well, we have a room that's pretty much like our studio slash collectible room at the moment.
Mhm.
But like she said, like we plan on getting a place sometime next year. So with that, we'll have like our dedicated studio room slash collectible room where we can literally display everything how we want it. Because right now it's kind of like we got a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. So it's like it's kind of like jostled around a little bit.
Yeah. And, I definitely love your guys' background setup. It's definitely goals.
You got. That's her. Commend her on that one because she made that happen.
I just had the plan. He had the organization.
I mean, this is your setup. I can't take credit for that. All I did was just move the pops around.
Not fight over who gets credit, sir.
She gets credit.
That's why you're sitting down.
Now, Asia, I asked Jeff this a little earlier, but like I know he's the one that kind of introduced you to it. But like, what was the biggest thing that attracted to you with Funko Pops to you to actually keep getting more and more?
I just like their unique way of like just like the details, to mimic the character. I thought it was really cool. The first pop that I was just like, wow, I want it was his Batman Hush pop.
Mm-hmm.
That was like my favorite.
Yeah.
But then once I discovered Beast,
Beast,
I was hooked.
When she saw this, she went crazy.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
And then she realized like the weight of this pop. She was just like, I need more.
I need more.
I need more. I need it.
Definitely attached to it now. My first ever pop was probably Pegasus, though, right?
Yeah, Pegasus.
Baby Pegasus.
Yeah.
I like tiny cute things. The baby Pegasus is definitely it.
Yeah, this is her first pop.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So then it's been bliss ever since.
Yeah. So like Asia, you're a big Disney collector, right?
No, I guess you can say that. Like I said, Disney, there's only Harley Quinn on my side.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so for like you, it's Disney, and for Jeff, it's Batman.
Yeah, I guess Batman and / anime. I mean, I think we've both kind of dabbled into the anime scene as far as collecting. So,
no, yeah, when it comes to anime, what are some of like the biggest shows that you two love to watch?
You want to tackle this one?
I don't even know where we're at this point.
All right, our most recent one that we've been having fun with was Hunter. Ooh, excuse me, Hunter.
Before that, we tried getting into Bleach. Well, he finished Bleach. I can't finish it.
She will.
Before that, My Hero Academia. Like we actually stopped watching it. Like ever since the new season came out, we just haven't got back into it. But at the moment, I'm trying to watch Fire Force.
Yes. What you love.
I do love it.
So Fire Force. Tokyo Ghoul was definitely one for me. Inuyasha was.
Inuyasha I liked. It got boring after a while because he wouldn't like get the hint from. Like I'm in it for the love story. Jeffrey's in it for the fights.
I think that's how every relationship is. The girls with the love stories, and then the guys with the action and fighting.
Yeah.
But
sometimes I like
don't let her fool you though, because she does like ones that have both.
Oh yeah, that I'm perfectly okay with. But like when it only has one, like it takes me a while to get into. Like Bleach doesn't really have a love story in it, so like it definitely loses my focus. But
I mean, there's a hidden one. It's just that it's very like not, I guess, exposed as much as some of the other animes that are out there.
between
I see. I can't tell you. Like you literally would have to finish the show.
go away.
Where you want me to go? AJ, you got room over there? She wants me to leave.
I could try to make some room.
You know what, man? That's more than enough love as it is. You know.
Whatever.
No, to you, talking about anime, what was the biggest thing that attracted to you, to watch all these, different animes?
Ooh. I know yours.
I started watching anime in like middle school when somebody introduced Black Butler to me. I was obsessed for the longest time, and then I went to Orin High School. So I went to like all the like stereotypical girly girls that if you're like, oh, what anime you like? They're like Orin High School or Black Butler. That's me. And then like he's actually got me into the more mainstream animes because I like being able to like be like, babe, have you seen this episode?
Oh, somebody's got their eye on
Bane.
Yeah, I see it in the comments.
That was 4 minutes ago.
Like,
I'm sorry. I don't want to be rude. The host is talking, but yeah, shout out to Funko Popsicles. I won this in the raffle. So,
that's dope, man.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
Because that Bane is going for like a very high price right now, right?
Yeah, I think it's like a little over 100, like 130 somewhere around there, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I'm gonna step away for like 2 seconds because I just got home from work and I'm a little hungry, and I just heard that my eggs are ready to go with some fried plapanos. Okay. Enjoy that. I'll be back.
But the anime that started it off for me, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would agree as well, but Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, sorry. Dragon Ball is what started it off for me. Watching that religiously was very difficult. But I mean, after that was definitely Naruto. Naruto held it down for a very long time.
Yeah. I mean, myself, I don't know. The only animes for me is Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Dragon Ball. Like there were the other animes that you watch and everyone else, I just couldn't get myself into it.
Yeah.
Like I tried watching My Hero Academia last year. I watched like the first 2 episodes, but I couldn't I wasn't hooked, so I just like stopped from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those anime that is very like it doesn't grab you in the early stages. Like you definitely have to like give it a chance. But I'll tell you what though, it is a really good anime to watch. Like if you can withhold like a little bit from like a little bit of the filling episodes where like they kind of like give you the logistics of the show.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't get past that, they do have some like crazy fight scenes. Mm-hmm. But I definitely agree with all the other picks like Pokemon. I mean, just playing them on the Game Boys and stuff like that was, that's like nostalgia right there. Yu-Gi-Oh! The trading cards. Like I even got it for the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I got Yu-Gi-Oh! King Duelist, whatever it's called, Legend of the King Duelist. Like, sometimes you just got to go back to the basics, man.
No, right? Yeah. Now, to you, and Asia, I mean, if she comes back, I will have her answer. Like, besides, Funko, what are some of your other like favorite things you love to collect that you don't really show off in your videos or like talk about as much?
I actually have a few videos coming up. I've been kind of like holding off on them because I've been so backed up with other types of videos. But I do also collect Mezco, Marvel Legends, Kingdom. I got some pretty interesting heat coming up. You know what it is? It's like to make a video about some things that people don't necessarily know or collect is like a drawback, but at the same time, it's like I don't care. Like if I love it and want to showcase it, I'm gonna put it out. So I got a lot of videos on some stuff that we've been getting recently, and I'm excited for it, man. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Like seeing those figures kind of got me away from wanting to collect a lot of pops. So I just kind of working off of that, but we do got some interesting stuff coming up though.
Definitely. Can't wait to see that. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, appreciate that. I mean, what was it? Egg Kingdom. That's what it's called. Kingdom Egg, something like that. That company is pretty amazing. Like, they make some like pretty interesting stuff. So
Yeah. No. I mean, this might be kind of hard for you, but out of everything you have, how much do you think you have?
Like quantity wise?
Yeah.
Oof. Wow, that's so tough. Because I literally have like a pile over there of stuff that has yet to be unboxed. How much do we have? I would have to say at least over 300. And that's not even probably including what's already yet to be unboxed. So that calls for like intervention, right?
Well, to me, I'm halfway to 500 pops.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, AJ, I see you. You slowly, collecting without realizing, huh?
Well, to me, my main collection is Marvel. I always collect the Marvel since I first started collecting, and since then, I do collect the other different lines. Like a while ago, I bought every single Yu-Gi-Oh pop because I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, and then I bought all the Pokemon starters.
Okay.
And then I started collecting some rocks because I'm a I love hip hop. I grew up I'm listening to Biggie, Tupac, Eazy-E, NWA, so I had to get those pops as well.
Okay. That's definitely something I can't argue with there.
Yeah. Welcome back,
AJ has a question for you.
What?
I forgot the question.
Was that?
I forgot.
It was besides
Uncle. Well, you kind of mentioned this a little earlier. When you guys first met and everything, but like besides Funko, what do you love to collect as well? Like something that you don't really show off as much, or like don't really like talk about as much.
So I have a snow globe collection that like I only like for only like special occasions. Like people give me like the music box ones. I like music boxes too. So like snow globe music boxes are my favorite. And like if I go anywhere, I'll get like a tiny snow globe. But I also have like porcelain dolls because my mom gave me one that belonged to her mother. So like I fell in love with them, and then like whenever I went to like an antique store or like a thrift shop and I saw one in good condition, I was just like, I want it. So I just like little babies.
Yeah.
In her stead. Oh, you also like your cute pockets.
Oh, cute pockets, I love them, but they're so hard to find.
Yeah, that's definitely. Oh, I think you got a question here. So, no box damage asks if we don't keep track of our pops on the Funko app or PPG. Yes and no, and I'll tell you why. So we do keep track of what we collect, but also the things that I know we've purchased that we have it unboxed, I'll either add those to like the wish list and not necessarily into the app yet because I don't want to mix up what we purchase versus what we unbox. You know what I'm saying? Like all those right there are not in the app because we haven't unboxed them.
Mhm.
So that's why I don't know the total amount of pops that we have. Oh, you weren't here for that question. So you asked how many pops do we have in total. So I was just like, that's kind of difficult because we still got a whole bunch over there.
So just add 100 to whatever number we have.
Ain't that many. Oh, should we even have the ones over here too?
No.
Oh wow, I forgot about those.
You need to stop.
What have I purchased lately?
I don't know, but what have I purchased?
I haven't purchased any new people. So you know. All right. Anything recently that came in is only like from like months of backlog from the coronavirus. Other than that, I haven't made any new purchases in the past 3 months. I'm getting better.
Right. Now, before I continue, I definitely want to say that I really love the bond you two have. You guys are an amazing couple, and I kind of got into your channel. I guess a little. I started watching a little last year because I remember seeing you in whose video was it? I think it was Peter Pop Hunter when you guys were at NYCC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I started watching a little, and then I recently made my Instagram account and my channel, back in March, April, and that's when I started to watch more and more videos when you appeared in Sev's live stream hangout that he did with OG Geek, just the Geek Funko Cop.
Yeah, that was fun.
And I just I've been hooked ever since with your channel, you guys' channel, your videos. You guys have how like I said, have an amazing bond. I love how you guys be around each other, and I think that's what makes your channel one of the best.
Thank you.
Oh man,
Appreciate
AJ,
that.
greatly appreciate that, bro. And I'm so glad that you got your channel up and running because we showcasing a lot as well. So give yourself a big pat in the back as well, man. You showed a lot of growth by being able to get on this platform. So
no, yeah, and myself, I was just well, not scared, but just nervous being on here because I have seen a lot of YouTubers that with Funko Pops since 2018 because that's when I first started collecting, and ever since I started to do this collector interview series, I was able to get a chance to sit down and talk with them, because I had Funko Cop, Mike and Seth on here, and Nakama Collectibles, like some of the channels I started watching years ago, and now just being able to talk to them and just being like bros, being like a huge family, and I just love being a part of it as well.
yeah, I mean, like I said, man, if your heart is really truly in collecting, you'll meet some great people. Like we were fortunate enough to meet Seth. We didn't meet Mike because he didn't make the NYCC trip,
Mhm.
but Vince, Just a Geek from the 305. We met Beard, Cletus, Funko Cop, Trell, Opie.
Terrible ending. I remember all those people, but I didn't remember that list.
Yeah, met a lot of people over the course of time. Even Darth collects now. We have the pleasure of meeting him. So it really does bring people together if you're really truly in it for the love of collecting. So it does come a long way. So the fact that you're able to meet the people who you used to watch, it means to show you how much you've grown as well as a collector. So it's fun.
No, it definitely is. Because I'm honored to have you two on here. Just like watching your videos beforehand, and just really great having you two on.
No, thank you, man. I mean, I know this has been long overdue. I know we had a little hiccup the last attempt
Oh
to
yeah.
be on, but I'm just glad we were finally able to reconnect. And next time we'll have you on our channel so we can really have some fun and really showcase you some more and boost you up because honestly we want to see you grow as well because it's all about family at the end of the day, man.
No, it is like to be honest, I didn't think I'd be where I am today if it wasn't for everyone supporting me and loving me. Because myself, I don't really care about the subscribers as much or the viewers. I just care, because I love collecting what I collect and I love to show it in videos. And like a couple months later, I finally reached 100 subscribers, and like now I'm like almost like half of like 200, and it's just amazing how I grew and with people loving what I collect and the support I've been getting from them.
Yeah, that's so dope, man.
That's
Like,
awesome.
I'm,
That's really where it starts. It like your family backing you up is definitely family and friends getting you where you are. That's definitely a great like head start, and it's amazing to experience how much they love you and support you. Like I love when my friends are just like, oh, I want to follow you. I'm just like, oh my god, really? And then like my whole family will like. I remember when we first started this, my mom would always throw the link into our new video in like the family group chat. I'm just like, oh, thank you guys.
good times.
To be honest, I wish my family and friends were like that, but they're not. I have friends who don't get Funko Pops at all, and they would just make fun of it, like what's Funko Pops? Is it popsicles? Like they would call them like that.
Yeah, so sometimes you should show them what some of the values are on some of those, and
Yeah,
Oh,
that shafts mad people.
it's interesting because one of my coworkers, just to make this really a short story possible, one of my coworkers knew about Funko Pops, didn't care about it until he recently seen how like on some of his favorite shows, how much the value was like some of them were like 70, 150, 230. He was just like, I need to get into Funko Pops now. I'm just like, you missed the train. I mean, it's never too late, but whatever you're looking to try to get to collect now, it's going to be very difficult. Sometimes people are afraid of what they don't know, and
right.
when they do understand it, it's a little too late.
Oh yeah, and just like my friends, they're never gonna guess. So I just like don't talk about pops or anything, any collectible related at all around them.
Yeah, it's cool to be amongst yourself sometimes in certain things because when it does become something that grasps their attention, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, why did you really push me to get it?" Hey man, you you weren't into it, so I can't force you.
Right.
It was like with Asia. She wasn't into it until like she really seen them and understood it, and now I used to get made fun of when she first saw it, and now
Oh yeah, yes I was.
now she's a big collector.
I was just like, why do you have a bunch of toys?
I was, they don't come out their box. They're not toys.
Oh,
Right.
I wanted to take one out of the box, and he almost flipped. I was like, can I take this out? He was like, no, you can't.
But then you did.
Did I?
Yeah.
Was it the Hush box? I think it
was. Now it's displayed out of the box. So
if it wasn't for me, he'd be like the collector that like doesn't take anything out of the box, but like I like taking things out of the box.
Yeah, she's big on that.
No, that used to be me as well. Like when I first started with Funko Pops, I went a little hardcore on them, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep them in box. I'm not gonna take them out. And so earlier this year is when I finally did, because I was starting to run out. I was starting to run out of room, and I bought like these baseball bat display cases and displayed them on there, and like I just love how it looked, and I started to get more and more pops out.
Yeah,
we got new display cases, but we haven't really done anything with them yet.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna wait until like when we get our place situated, and then so that we can actually display them properly.
Mm-hmm.
So
put them on a wall.
No,
put you on a wall.
It's, when you two let's see, go on a hunt or even shop online, sometimes do you two know what you want to buy, or do you just like just browse and see what caught your attention, and I'm just gonna order it or buy it in store?
Usually you know what you want. I kind of just browse.
Like if we discuss like what recently came out,
Mhm.
and we'll probably go on the hunt. But all right, let's go see if we can find it.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. But because it's pointless to just go and spend money frivolously unless you kind of have like a game plan on what you want to spend. But that never works out. And you're like, oh, I didn't know that was there. I want that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, let's be modest now, though.
This is why I'm not on many of those hunt videos. I'm not allowed you.
You're allowed to go. It's just we don't get a chance to go.
Yeah, that's also true. But like he'll like spend money on like pops that are like up there in worth and that are really really cool. But like I'm the type of person that like since I'm still relatively new to the game, I'll be like, hey, I want to collect all 7 dwarfs from Snow White, and I'm just like, and one's like $7, so like it's not really a popular thing. So like I kind of waste my money in that sense.
Because Happy is kind of up there in price right now. I think he's like trending around like $35, and Dopey is right up there too.
Yep, I can't find Dopey.
Well, I'm just saying.
I want Dopey.
You say that, but it's all, like I said, it's all about timing. You hit that nice little threshold, and it's like boom, I can't find it. Go ahead, bite my finger off. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to say that loud. She didn't say that.
Now, this might be a little personal, but what was the biggest thing that caught each other's attention? To began dating and then becoming married and everything.
We're married?
Well, we ain't married yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, we get there.
We're married? Come on.
I told you about putting your finger around my face, woman.
Well, we worked in retail together. It was like his second job, so it wasn't like his main thing, whatever.
Mm.
What really drew my attention, he's really funny, and like I like talking to him a lot. And then like one day he was just like, oh, I went to Comic-Con. I was like, bro, I've always wanted to go to Comic-Con. Will you take me next year? And he was like, sure, give me your Facebook. And he kind of like slid into my DMs on Facebook. He was like, hey, how you doing? And I was just like, oh, okay. Hi. Pretty much.
So if you ever want to know, slide into DMs can get you places.
I remember like a few like
well, not for me.
Talking when we first started talking, something came up that we were like both really competitive in terms of like little petty games, and I remember he was just like, all right, how about game night one day? And I was just like, busy, whatever. And he's like, I'm gonna take you to Dave and Buster's. That was our first date. We went to Dave and Buster's, whooped his butt. Just saying, I beat him in everything.
Oh.
Do y'all believe that?
What are you talking about?
Oh wait, it was the first day, right?
Yes, the first day I beat you in everything. The second day I let him win.
How did you understand where this was going? The first date, guys, you gotta be, you gotta make sure you give it your all, and if you lose, you lose.
Yo, I
lost. No.
If I find out that you were going easy on me, my heart will shatter.
No, I said you gotta make sure you give it your all. If you lose, you lose.
You saw my reaction.
What reaction? This is not Animal Crossing, all right?
Anyway, he thought I was pretty. You want to talk about that?
I gotta be violent for it.
I didn't even hit you that way. I tapped you.
I'm sorry. Did you say you hit me?
I tapped you.
Did you agree to the fact that you hit me?
We'll walk away.
Yes, I thought you were gorgeous, and I still think you're gorgeous. Hi.
You two are amazing, and you guys are goals.
Appreciate it. Thank you, AJ.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Just know I'm gonna get beat up after this.
Probably.
I just hope to find someone as amazing as you found Asia, Jeff.
I got lucky, man. I'm gonna be honest with you right now, man. I really got lucky because I didn't expect her to be like this. And I don't think she expected me to be like
Oh,
this.
no, I didn't.
So
I really didn't.
that's why I always say, man, just really be yourself, because when someone accepts you for that, it's endless, man. So just keep being yourself whenever you come across that person, and you can get something like this.
When I found out he was a weirdo, that's when I was like, he's a keeper.
Like, who would know that someone would be interested into a weirdo?
I just wish the girl had felt the same way about me, because there was one I was trying to give my all to, but then in the end, she didn't feel the same way about me.
Man, it wasn't worth it, man.
Yeah, her loss.
Honestly, at the moment, it stings a little bit, because it's like, all right, man, that could have been the one, but obviously it wasn't the one, and it wasn't the one for a reason. So.
Oh yeah, and then like we would just message each other every day, and she would always reply, and she would always like invite me to like go over and hang out. And there's been times where I couldn't, because of work or been busy and stuff. Until this past Sunday, it was her birthday. I went to her house. I got her some gifts, and then she gave me the house tour, because she had recently moved and that's when I told her how I felt. And I just, like you said, it wasn't worth it, and it did hurt me. But I'm just like kind of just a little over it now. Still a little bit down about it, but I'm just trying to like move forward, and hopefully I could just find someone else that would actually see me more as a friend and like me for who I am.
Yeah, man, it's all about growth. Like, she can tell you that. Like, you just, I mean, listen, tell me, you the lady.
Well, it really happens when you least suspect it, really, because when I like met Jeffrey and we like started to hang out and everything, I wasn't really looking for a relationship at that moment. Like, I had a high school sweetheart, and like we broke up the summer right before I met Jeffrey. Like, I was not having it, but then like I just enjoyed being with him. Like, I felt comfortable. I like, how like there's certain friend groups that you act a certain way. Like, I just, because I had so many different friend groups in high school. Like, I was part of comedy club. I was part of like step team, which was like the like high up there, they're like right next to the cheerleading squad kind of thing. Like, so like I had many different areas to be part of. So I never really knew what my personality was until I met him, and I was just like, wow, I know who I am now because I get to act like myself around you. So like, you really just need to find somebody that you get to be yourself, and then she will feel that she gets to be herself. And like, don't even try to make it a relationship. Be best friends first.
Yeah.
Like, that's really where it's at. Like, I know we moved really quick from our friendship to a relationship, but like, it was just because our friendship, the way we made it, just felt like years, but it was only a few weeks. Like, it was great. So you need to find that like little spark of being yourself before you put your heart out there.
Oh, sir.
All right. I'll definitely, definitely take that in advice, and just hopefully I find someone soon, because I'm not getting any younger. I'm like like 2-3 years away from 30, so hopefully soon.
You'll
Hey,
get
man,
there.
Don't rush it, bro.
Don't.
I'm telling you right now. Like he said, friendship is like whenever you hear someone say, "I found my soulmate," you gotta hit that plateau, man. We can talk about that more offside, but I mean, just never give in and never give up.
And don't force things because you're on a timeline. Like, people find their soulmates. Like, I'm not gonna say it's you, but I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen to you. But people will find their soulmates later in life because maybe it wasn't right with the first one. But like, it happens when you need it to happen, not just because you want it to happen. You like, get yourself situated. Like, focus on you.
Yeah.
That could be another thing that like maybe some girls do notice this before trying to get in a relationship. They're just like, all right, I see he shows me all his love, but like, I don't see that he loves himself.
Right.
Like,
that's true.
Love yourself, appreciate yourself, tell yourself that you're all you need at the moment. And when you find somebody, then you have room for them. But right now, all you need is you.
No, yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
You have us too.
We here, bro.
We're not
Thank
saying
you.
this. We're not just saying this because like we're both YouTubers and we're doing this little interview and everything. Like legit, we can be your real life friends. Like you want to come through and talk to us. Me and him are really good listeners. You could talk to him all by yourself. You could talk to me all by yourself. We are like lines are open. Like we will talk to you. Like you're a really cool guy, AJ. Like definitely, we can be friends. We can give advice. All that. We're here.
No, yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys on that because like when I first came in this community, I didn't really know anybody until I just started talking to people, and then like right now to this day, I have met a lot of them that became like personal friends of mine that I can talk to about anything, and I know that I can happen with the both of you as well.
Yeah, man, we here, bro. Just let us know. We got you, Brody.
Appreciate that, bro. Now, this is a question for Asia, kind of towards you, Jeff.
Do it.
Do you approve when he overdoes it with collecting, if it's Funko or anything else?
I'll get on his case a little bit because, like, since I'm not as big as him when it comes to this, or like in terms of like my selection's not that much bigger than like is Marvel and DC, I will get on his case and be like, babe, you need to like slow down, or oh my god, the boxes are piling up. You need to like take a pause, or to this day I'm yelling at him to like, hey, send me the receipts every time so that I can add it and I can keep track of what you're doing so I can stop you when you're going too far.
But then she realizes how much more value we have than what I spent, and she's just like, all right.
Like he makes really good purchases. Everything he makes is a really good purchase. He does look for the coupons, and he does look for the deals, and he gets really good pops and everything. But like, some can wait.
You're right. I love that lesson. Anytime.
Like he'll do like the 3 for $25 thing, and then like one will be something that we don't even need, and he'll be like, "Oh, we can get away one day with this," or "Oh, I thought you might like it."
How the heck was Dobby? I bought 2 Dobbies.
Okay, well, Dobby's cool.
And Dobby became over like $100 after that.
Dobby's cool.
You just never know. I bought it for an intention. I forgot about it, and then now you got money in our hands.
What about if there's been any times where he overspends?
Oh, yeah.
Well, honestly, Jeffrey's really good at hiding what he spends with me. Like he's very good at keeping his secrets in that sense. Like he won't tell me, even if I pester him. And then like I'll find out later on when I do like our books for like what we spend. But like I only know what each pop was worth, and I won't remember what trip he did all of them in. So like I won't ever get the total, but like at some point down the road, I'll find out what every pop is worth and he spent on. Like, he never tells me, hey, babe, I just spent $1,000 at a store or something like that. He doesn't do that. Wish he would.
Or you can easily check the bank account.
Hey, man, whose side are you on?
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm like, yo, bro. I got no more room in this casket. Right? There's only so much I can put in here.
He's free to do whatever he pleases. If he feels it's worth it, then it's good. Like he didn't have money problems before me, so and he collected before me. He should be fine. I shouldn't have to babysit him, but I'll yell at him. But I trust him with the money.
No, yeah. Even though it is kind of hard, we just want to buy everything.
Yep.
Like I said, I just get what I want, not what I need. I mean, wait, I get what I need, not what I want.
Mm-hmm. No, you said it right the first time.
No. I could literally buy almost every pop that, like I told AJ earlier, I could literally buy a pop that reminds me of my childhood. I could buy a pop from my favorite TV show. I don't do that.
Yeah, I do that. And that's what I do. That's because I don't really have any new pops. I don't have anything that just came out.
You know how many pop? I almost put my foot in my mouth. But yeah, what was the next question?
Oh man. Let's see. Has there been any regrets or like if you go online or even like, on the hunt, you see something you like, but you just like, oh, I just get it the next day, and then you go back, it's not there anymore. Like, have you ever had like those regret moments?
Yep. One that's a very key example. So I saw this pop. I went to buy it for Asia. And I said, you know what? I don't think these are going to sell out. I'll go get it another time. I was in a rush to get to work. So I was like, I'll pick this up after. I went back. Couldn't find it. No store near me had it. I was fortunate enough to get it again. One was the Sugar Skull Jack Skellington, and one is in my car that you don't know about yet. Yeah. Again, I bought this a few months ago, so can't get mad.
The only pop I can think of was when we went to Comic-Con and there's a Michael Jackson pop, and he told me to walk away from the booth, and I'm very upset with you.
How much was the pop?
I don't remember. I just want.
No, you remember.
To be honest, I didn't care. I didn't care.
$200
for Michael Jackson. I will pay it.
And y'all think I have the problem?
There's just certain pops that I'm dying to get.
I haven't spent more than $40 on a single.
Yeah, catch yourself.
All right. No, something else. No. Pops that I've sold purchased this pop. So, no, I, out of my own money, haven't spent more than $40.
Well, looking at our collection, if you put all together what he spent and what I've spent, I could afford purchasing a $200 pop and still be under.
True. Yeah.
That's why. Thank you.
Now, when you spoke about trying to put down 200 on Michael Jackson, is he like your favorite singer of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Me and my father are obsessed with him. Like we listen to him all the time, and like at one point, like just right after he passed, I would like have a Michael Jackson day when I'd put on one of my Michael Jackson t-shirts and wear my little fedora and run around the house going hee hee. So yeah, no matter how controversial some people might be about him, I love him. And I want every pop that's of him, but like they're hard to find.
Oh man, like I feel you on that because I grew up listening to Tupac. When I was in the 6th grade, like his music inspired me to become a rapper of my own. I'm a rapper.
Okay.
I didn't know this, AJ.
I need to hear some of that.
I can send you some links. I have some links on. I have some songs, albums online, and everything.
I like it. Definitely want to hear that.
Definitely look forward to hear that, bro. I did not know that.
Yeah, and because during that time I was heading down the bad road until I was just hearing more and more of his music and how he made a big impact in this world. I wanted to be the same, and that's where I started becoming more serious with my music in junior high and then high school, and then when I first started collecting Funko Pops, like I said 2 years ago, I wanted to get the Tupac, the original pop. And I was like, no, that's like over 300. I was this close, but I was like, no, I can't put down that much.
Yeah, man, the original one, yeah, the one with the red bandana, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Up there in price. See, sometimes you just know when to say no. Love me.
I do. That's why I'm planning to tell you, man. It's
We're gonna
because I love
We're
you.
gonna stay on this stream as long as possible, so I can survive the next day.
Yeah, you guys can blame me if you want, for the fights and everything.
Don't worry, bro. You're good.
Yeah, no. That's what makes us good. We don't get mad that easily. And then if we do, he lets me be mad, and then he makes me laugh, and then I forget it.
Oh,
He's definitely the cool head.
Gotta be. One must prevail.
Now, who were some of the first people that you two have met when you first came on the scene when first started YouTube and everything?
Emily's dad.
Mm.
Em's dad. He was really cool. He was like one of the bigger pop collectors around the time that we started, and he definitely got us our start in subscribers. He was a really cool guy. But he left earlier last year or towards the end. Yeah, but like he was pretty cool because his daughter was a collector, and she was really cool too. I liked her. She was how old was she?
She was like 11, 12.
She was sweet. I liked her. Like we did hunts with them. Like we actually met them and everything. They were pretty cool. So that's who I remember.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much correct. Because I think when we first started, I think we got like our first 50 subscribers, and then like we were in a stream, and we told some people like, hey, come check our video whenever you get a chance. And when I tell you, like, my phone was blowing up. Like, he got us to what, 300?
I think so.
That night?
Yeah, I think in one night we like made a big we jumped a big threshold. Like we got a lot of followers in one night because he did a live that he was like, hey, I want to get Thee Poppin Couple to this amount of followers, and like he had a big number in followers, so like it was a dent in his, so like he was just like, yeah guys, let's do it.
Yeah, so that was like, that's what I felt like so humble about the collecting portion, because someone who didn't know us from a hole in the wall just extended an olive branch and showed so much love. I think that's what the forgotten art in collecting and being on YouTube and Instagram is that people just completely forgot that part of collecting. It was just showing love and supporting somebody else, and not about being the person or the biggest channel or the biggest collector. There's all about love and collecting. So.
No, yeah, that's definitely true. Just like the support that one has been giving you, and that just keeps pushing you to go forward, and just keep doing the videos and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is why I'm gonna stick to it and go a little grind hard. And it's been trying for me a little bit as of late, but I'm getting back into it again. So.
No, yeah, and that brings up this question, like what was the biggest thing, the main inspiration to have started a channel?
I would just say because our energy, like we just kind of had fun, like even when we were just like going to like Newberry Comics and just coming across Pops, we just like had fun doing it. And I think we just had a discussion like, we should do a YouTube channel.
It was actually that like when I brought it up was because like I follow like a bunch of couple pages, so like I was just like, I want like a blog with you, or like let's have like a Instagram page about like our relationship and whatever. And when I said like let's make a YouTube, he took it as, oh, we're gonna make a YouTube about pop collecting. I was like, oh, okay, we can do that. And I was like, okay, that serves his need of pops, and then my need of like wanting to show off how adorable we are and everything. But then like I fell in love with displaying our collection and going on hunts and everything. So yeah, it's definitely really cool having a YouTube channel, especially with him. And like I like now actually being able to be like at introductions when people are just like, hey, say your name and an interesting fact about you. It used to be my interesting fact used to be my name. I'll be like, oh yeah, my name's really unique. No, now it's like I have a YouTube channel with my boyfriend. Hi. I love it. Then I throw my business cards out there. I'm like, yeah, here's our YouTube channel. Check it out.
No, and I'm glad that you two started a channel because like I mentioned, a little earlier that you guys have amazing stuff. Your channel's amazing, your videos, and I can't wait to see more future content from the both of you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, bro. Like I said, with those kind of words, man, like I said, we're gonna grind and get back to focus and really have some fun to close out this year.
No, yeah, definitely you two. Now, with that being said, I believe we're about to wrap this up already. So Jeff, Asia, Thee Poppin Couple, really appreciate you two being on here. Was definitely a huge honor having you two on here. It's just great getting to know the both of you more, and just hanging out and just having a good time overall.
Greatly appreciate you, sir. We got to do this again. Next time, we're gonna do it. The roles are gonna reverse. You will be on our channel. We can have some fun, kick back. You know what I mean? Have jokes and make fun of Asia. You gotta roast me all the time. But yeah, man, this was fun. We definitely gotta do this again.
Definitely, and I also want to appreciate everyone who watched. No Box Damage, Titus, and everyone who's gonna watch the replay. Really appreciate all of you as well, because everyone who has supported me, in this live stream series has made it successful to where it is right now. Because this is episode 24, and really appreciate you two having you on again. Just like just having the series become more and more successful. And can't thank you again. Can't thank you guys enough for being a part of this, huge part of this, and it was definitely a lot of fun. And if everyone who's watching, definitely check them out. Their YouTube, their Instagram is in the description below. Make sure you subscribe to them. Make sure you go follow them. They got amazing stuff, like I said, and all that. And so this is AJ from AJ's